As promised, the Black Donnellys are back
singing for a record. The local Irish pub has carved its name in the record books.
They set the record for the longest continuous gig.
And we smashed the other world records.
More than 360 hours of live music.
You set a Guinness World Record.
I have the other world record for the longest guitar playing. I played for 5 days.
They'll keep on playing for however long.
Well, in the words of Backman Turner Overdrive, you ain't seen nothing yet. Cheers, Sham.
I'm a hoping for a rally. I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, 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 mama, rock me. Hey, 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 mama, rock me.
We'd like to introduce the band. How are you doing? I'm Dave.
I'm Dave. Great to see you. And we are the Black Donnellys.
We've been playing together for about 12 years or so. Played all over the world, every country in Europe, right across the States, as far as Southeast Asia.
Every county in Ireland as well.
Every county in Ireland.
Yeah. More than once. We have 2 world records.
The first world record was Dave's, for marathon guitar playing, 114 hours. Second world record was the longest concert ever held, which was 372 hours.
And this one will be our 3rd world record.
When they first did the world record, they came up with it and everyone got involved in it, and then they were talking again and they were saying, how are we going to beat this one? How are we going to beat the next one?
And he says, we're going to go and do every state in America.
You know, once again, they're embarking on something that's just, you know, it's larger than life.
I was like, that's just even the logistics of that. What are you talking about? That's. I mean, I've gone around Ireland in the back of the van with him, and it's hard work. You know, I was kind of...
People only talk about doing what they're doing, you know, and most people won't get up and do it.
World records aren't easy. That's why they're called world records. Only a few people have them. We wanted to see the States, we wanted to tour the States, looked up the record, it was 50 gigs, 50 states in 50 days, and think, I can do this. We'll do this, no problem.
They pitched this very crazy idea of doing this Guinness World Record breaking tour of hitting every state with at least 1 gig in less than 40 days. Nobody has ever done that before. No individual, no group, no artist.
Okay, here's the idea. We're going to start in our home venue, our home ground, which is Re-Raw, Las Vegas in the Mandalay Bay.
And we're going to end in Arlene's Grocery in New York City. And every single state in between, every nook and cranny and...
A cranny?
What, a cranny? Does it cranny? Nook and cranny.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're set to go here in less than an hour, and we just need to know from your team exactly how we're supposed to document all this and all the things that we've been talking about for a while.
Guinness did not confirm this world record before we started.
The big questions that we've had from them is what exactly constitutes a gig, how many people have to be at every venue, and how exactly do they want us to keep track of this so we make sure that we actually earn this world record at the end of this monumental journey.
We were on the phone, what, 4 or 5 months prior to this, putting together, bringing venues, how you doing, this is what we're doing, introducing ourselves, telling them exactly what we were looking for.
The Daves have taken an incredible amount of time to stitch this thing together. It's a dream. It's a dream that they have, but it's an incredible amount of territory to cover 60 places in 40 days. That takes an incredible amount of planning and logistics.
That's how you pack. And these are very essential, aren't they?
Okay, throw those in.
Okay.
When Dave mentions a new world record, I do cry a little bit inside.
Oh, Ziggy,
Do you get sad when the suitcase comes out? The first one, we've been together a year, and it was for 5 days now. It was a long 5 days. He was obviously 24 hours during that time. And after that, I said to him, if you do another one, do it shorter. But then it went on to 21 days. And then the next one, obviously, was this one.
Who's your favourite?
Daddy.
That's what I want to hear.
Mummy. Mummy be your favourite for the next 5 weeks.
Some people turn around and say, oh, how do you do that? How he's gone all the time or he travelled. It's a job. You just accept it. It's our way of life. If you don't work towards something together, it's not going to work.
All the best. We had no idea what we were in for. We thought we did, but we didn't.
All right, folks, just getting ready to start off here. First of all, we'd like to thank everybody for turning up today for playing here. It's great to see such a show of support here. We really are very, very grateful, so thank you for that. Okay, we think we're ready. We're not actually sure whether we are or not. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what happens. Thank you. All right, let's have your hands going.
The launch was great. Our friends, our families were down, people from Vegas, and Rira looked after everyone. And it was a great vibe, and you felt really good, and you were thinking, okay, this is the start, let's go up from here. Stuff in our minds that wasn't right, and we knew it. We were looking down from the stage. The driver was still sitting in the bar going like, we don't have a van.
We don't have an RV.
We've already started. We kicked off the record. You can't stop. If you stop, you've lost the record. We were standing at the car, and you just like, fuck this, let's just go.
We drove in my car for the first date, you know, just to get the job done because the show must go on.
Sorted out, so at least we know then that we've got wheels to move on. So.
Wow. Now that's a hectic day.
We're sitting in the back of this RV.
Never been in an RV before in my life.
Never. And we picked the bedroom at the back of the RV to sleep on. We thought we were being smart. The RV, and I'm not joking you, was going like this. And I was going up and down, bouncing off the mattress.
An hour and a half in, all I heard was, this is fucking hell! We have 6 weeks of this shit.
Yeah, right there and then, I said to myself,
I'm going home.
What the fuck have we done?
Just that for you?
Yeah. I'm loving this.
He's telling us all about our new world record attempt. We started it yesterday in Las Vegas, and it's been a bit of an adventure, but it's thankfully I'm glad to say that we made it here mostly in one piece.
Our primary driver for the RV, Chad, slipped and broke his toe, but it kind of looks like he dislocated it. We are on our way over to help him out.
It's 10 minutes to 5 now, so we've got it's me and Carmel playing at 7 p.m. And Carmel is 78 miles away, so.
Now on backtracking, which we're going to do, we're now going south to Carmel to turn around and go north to Portland, Oregon tonight. We get Chad checked out, leave him here in Mountain View, and pick him up on the way from the second gig that we're doing at 7 o'clock in Carmel.
got the X-ray ordered, so they're looking at like an hour and a half, 2 hours tops, and they'll get me in.
Okay,
And,
so
see how the X-ray goes.
we gotta leave you here and then come back?
Probably, sounds like it, right?
Best of luck.
A mutual friend told me that they were doing this world record tour, said I could sponsor you at this level. It was friends asking for support of something I believed in, so it was easy.
We were very lucky to have Folktail Winery as our main sponsor.
We loaded the van up.
They gave us lots of red wine, and a glass of red wine at the end of the night doesn't hurt anybody.
But 2 or 3 bottles, right?
It was $3.5 grand for 4 of us to fly to Alaska. Now, you would have to have them specific flights because you'd have to fly in, do your thing, jump back on the plane and get out of there. It's so far away, the elements are against you. The chances of something going wrong was so critical. It had to go smooth. We're due to fly to Anchorage at 5:30 in the morning.
The body language of you coming off the phone and looking over without any, I don't know whether we've been playing for long together, and I looked and was like, fucking gig's pulled. It's not happening.
Good morning, Dave. This is Gene. I'm out of town back Tuesday. I'm sorry, but the schedule change was not work for me. We had people coming Tuesday to make the place festive, and to change the day 2 days prior is not good. Thank you. 6 hours before we're due to fly, she sends me this and says, this doesn't work for me. That was bad news.
Our flights are booked. We're spending $3,500 on flights. What do we do here?
Yes, I'm ordinary now. Yes, I'm ordinary. 3 o'clock again, and it's not what seemed to end as I'm sifting through the Sunday papers. I'm turning on the light as the neighbors start to fight. There's always something wrong with them. So I turn off the light and I close my eyes and try to find myself another thought replacement. He was seen again with the guy with number 10 and another travesty in his twisted death. There's an ordinary world in an ordinary place, and I'm ordinary now. Yes, I'm ordinary now.
Alaska, Flight 101 Anchorage, 3 hours, 8 minutes, 45 degrees, partly cloudy. Catch a little nap, folks, give you a gentle wake-up call.
So we were up at about 4 a.m. We got on the plane. Hungover. I fell asleep on the plane, only to be woken up. You're singing U2 in about 10 minutes. Next thing I know, I'm clapping my hands, walking up the middle of the plane.
Lovely.
I hear kiss, but how do you live?
And I had all these old people with their eyes like this, half asleep, going, who are these assholes?
It's a dream, don't worry. Yeah. It's great.
It was a nightmare.
People who live at the Pioneer Home here in Anchorage were treated to a concert today that could be part of a new Guinness World Record.
Trending this morning, getting a gig in all 50 states.
And so the Black Donnellys band is originally from Ireland. Yesterday, the duo gave a surprise concert to the people who live at the Pioneer Home here in Anchorage.
When we started out, we wanted to play a prison, we wanted to play hospitals, we wanted to play anywhere that was off the beaten track. Nursing home, I wasn't really expecting.
No, we're doing it for free. Really? Yeah, if you have any money you want to give us, come on, empty your pockets.
It was Mother's Day when we got there. I was at nursing home and people had dementia and Alzheimer's, same as my mother, and we got there and that killed me. Inside, I was absolutely dying.
Growing up in Ireland, my folks instilled in me always have respect for your elders, you know? And here you are in this nursing home now, and all these people mightn't have anybody anymore, you know? And when you're playing to these people, music seems to bring them out of themselves.
It's weird when you play places like that because you get more out of it than they do. I know it sounds weird, but you do. When you're doing you're doing an American tour, everyone thinks it's all rock and roll, and it's like, oh, you're playing New York, you're playing Chicago, you're playing this. It's like, this is the real life of the level that we play at.
Any dancers into the middle, please? Thank you very much indeed, folks.
They're on a mission to break a world record for the fastest time to play a small venue concert in each of the 50 states.
After losing the gig in Alaska and then gaining the nursing home, we did it. It felt great after that. And then we got the news then that Guinness had recognised the attempt.
We got approved for a Guinness World Record, yeah, which is it's been hanging over our heads for a while, just waiting and waiting to see what we could do. But it can be all official now.
Now the game was on.
Somewhere, this road has got to lead to somewhere. I know it's waiting for me out there. Sometimes it's like the road to nowhere. Oh, 'cause life is what you make it. Ooh, we gotta step right up and take it. Ooh, and all that's left is hesitation.
So we're flying from Idaho Falls to Honolulu. We're connecting in Salt Lake City. We turn up for a flight, everything's great. Go up to, we're waiting there, we go through the whole security thing. We're waiting there to go to the gate. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a problem with the plane. There's going to be a delay of 3 hours.
Because the Black Donnellys are near the fucking thing.
It's going to be about a 2-hour wait.
For this flight?
For this flight, so that means we're not going to make our connecting flight to Honolulu. What are we going to do?
Because it was a late night.
Straight onto Google Maps. Right,
Yeah.
it's a 3-hour drive.
Hey, Jesse, how are you? Do you have the car keys for the SUV handy?
Jesse, get out of bed.
Get out of bed.
They canceled the flight here. We need a ride to Salt Lake City. Sorry. Yeah, can one of you guys very quickly come over and pick us up at the airport, please? And take us to Salt Lake City?
Not flying, we're driving.
Oh. Ooh, you'd have the hunger on you as well, wouldn't you?
Fast forward to 20 minutes later, we're in the SUV. It's a 3-hour drive to Salt Lake City. We get there, Honolulu. I'll see it there. We barely make it onto the plane. We get onto the plane.
Just happy
Just
to be
really
here.
happy that we made it and that we're going to make it now.
It's going to be a good gig. Run, go. When you see a place like this, you're like,
fantastic.
From a roadhouse bar
to Honolulu.
To Honolulu, man.
How many states have we been in?
This is our 10th and our 11th show.
A 10th state and our 11th show, okay.
The show must go on. That has to happen. Every gig has to happen. Whatever's being thrown in the way, we have to just keep kicking it.
Hawaiians have a word for that, about getting over things and moving forward. Imua.
following breaking news on Hawaii's Big Island, where there's just been an eruption at the Kilauea volcano.
Lava skyrocketing 300 feet in the air as it devours everything in its path.
Up here in the helicopter, you can really get an idea of the scope of the destruction below. You don't see any firefighters down there because there is nothing they can do.
And then the volcano erupted.
A fucking cano.
I would like to offer anybody to get off if you would like to. The cabin door is still open. We do ask that you please remain close by. You're at gate number 21.
I just want to fly somewhere. I just want to be moving. Just get this budgie up in the air with it.
We could potentially miss our connecting flight in LA, Salt Lake City. And yeah, and then we're going to just start crying. We thought we were absolutely screwed because it was so hard even just to coordinate the flights to get us in and get us out of there again, to get to the next gig, to stick with the time constraints.
Our tour manager, Simon, was, I think he was trying to work miracles. He was trying to get us onto flights here, there, and everywhere.
I thought he was going to have a nervous breakdown.
And we were switching, we were trying to jump from one plane to another. I think we were going to get a helicopter and a boat, a couple of skateboards, and we're off. Once we could get back onto land, we can make stuff happen. But like when you're on an island, like you're surrounded by water.
Yeah.
How are you feeling today now?
Decidedly up and then a little bit down. I was starting to feel a little bit deranged. The emotions were going all over the place. I was angry, I was sad, I was giggling to myself for no fucking reason. So the wheels were starting to come off a little bit. Things are kind of
up and down.
Changing as we go along. Well, one minute you feel okay, the next minute I find myself just wanting to lie down and weep.
Cities, states were just going in and coming out, like, and it's just like, what? Just get in, play. Oh yeah, here we go, diddly, 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 back on again. And I was, that's it, I'm fucking out of here!
Let me open the door for you.
After a lot of madness had gone on, that first little chapter, we finally got a couple of hours to have off, to relax. Getting a couple of hours off, and seriously, only a few hours, like,
made a big difference.
Made a huge difference. Utah.
Hey people, the weekends here putting on my party days. Night on the town is just what we need. Wearing our glad rags and step into a lively place. And mingle with cocktails and disco freaks. We can dance the way we want, dance the way we feel. Listen to the rhythm, start a movie feel. Yeah, this rhythm's gonna catch ya when you're on the floor with me. Dance the way you want, dance the way you feel. Listen to the rhythm, start a movie feel.
Hello, this is Mike with Bank of America. Your account's dropped below the $25 minimum balance. Please deposit additional funds to avoid potential overdraft fees.
And then we ran out of money. We're a touring band, or you got record companies, or you got agencies picking up the bill. That's different. It's when you're doing it yourself, all expenses are on you. It's a serious commitment to do. And when it starts going wrong, it goes wrong.
We had a gas-guzzling RV to figure out where we were going to sleep, and we had to have accommodations along the way as well. And talk about burning through money. We 10 mouths to feed, and everyone was looking to us. Apart from doing the gigs and all of the preparation that we went through, and all of the ups and downs, and man, it was just it was falling to shit.
These people are preparing for an important step: admission to citizenship.
So during the tour, I was waiting for my permanent resident card. I deployed. It's an arduous process. It used to take about 6 months. Now it takes nearly a year.
Really doesn't matter which end of that border you're coming through. You have the same hoops to jump through, whether you're coming from overseas or Canada. Very expensive through attorneys and getting everything, all the paperwork has to be done, just like anyone else.
You could have a very nervous few years as an Irish person in America where you don't have the right documentation. You're there by right, but you don't know if you're going to be allowed to stay there. There's also the threat of if you go home for a family occasion, you might not get back into the country. And these are Irish people, good tax-paying Irish people. These aren't illegals.
I think right now we have some people in the White House that they almost wants to make everybody believe that immigration is a problem for us to solve, when actually immigration is an opportunity for America to seize.
It was a long process, but one well worth it for me.
It was a sunny sky, and as we drove up to Montgomery,
the heavens opened. This is an Irish summer, look. There you go. You got the water, you got some lightning, and you got that.
We were set up to play right here on the bandstand here.
Down in Texas, baby.
Normally very picturesque, but when you know the Black Donnellys turn up in the place, turns to shit. Every venue that we went to, when we were on the way, we'd give them a courtesy call. I just had your date from the start, and that was today, you know? I didn't have another date for you. And I'm looking at the email now, and it's saying we'll hit Arkansas approximately the 28th or the 29th of May. And she said, well, we're not open on them days. Well, I said, what about the Tuesday beforehand? And she thought I meant the Tuesday afterward. There's no contract signed, there's no nothing, and it's like, oh yeah, that doesn't suit me, I'm not doing it, I'm just, yeah, no. And here's where we cry. Oh, man. Lady going, no, that doesn't work for me, you know, she absolutely just turned, you know, there and then.
We got you guys scheduled, we promoted big time, and here we are, we got a power outage in downtown Sioux Falls.
This is every day. Nothing changes. Big God wakes up in the morning and goes, what do I do to these fuckers today?
The wheels were well and truly coming off.
Patch it. We're gonna see how far down the road we can go with this. Hopefully it'll get us to 40 miles back to the hotel.
Everything just seemed to start to kind of crumble, you know. We were having problems with our RV at that time as well. We tried to get a new one, we were denied that.
At one stage, we were playing for food.
Yeah, at one stage we were playing for food, just to feed the crew, and hopefully sell a few CDs so that we could get gas. Ah, close your fuck. We've $25 left in our account. We're 2 fucking weeks in. We've 3 weeks to go. We really were starting to feel like, okay, we shouldn't be doing this thing. We were in dire straits, and we had to think of something. What I wanted to say was we do have a new GoFundMe page, which is live right now. We're looking for support from all our fans and all the people that know us. We are the Black Donnellys. We exude resilience. We get the job done. We're very proud of what we can do. And we have to start asking people for money. And that did not feel good.
It felt pretty shit, to be honest with you. It absolutely,
it saved
100%
it saved our bacon tour. Yeah, at this stage,
time,
like, you know, $200, $300, $400 made a huge difference.
You're a monster.
Jewish Kansas gig and a Missouri gig in order to stay on track on our schedule.
We would play here, and then the SUV would take off and go somewhere else. We'd drive somewhere else to the gig. Everyone was phoning each other.
I'm trying to get a couple of gigs tonight.
The support has been fantastic, but we do need that support ongoing.
It was like a soap opera. Everyone watched it and watched what we were doing every day, and everybody came to each state with us.
It was all the well-wishing as well that we got, and all the positivity online, and people saying, keep going, lads, we're going to get there. We had huge support from people. That really propelled us on.
We're going into the post office. We got our CDs and our T-shirts. So we're mailing these to
all the lovely
our
people,
GoFundMe supporters.
We're doing something that nobody else has ever done. That's the thing you got to keep in your mind. Nobody has done this, and we were all in it. We were all in.
How you doing, folks? We're just coming into Clinton to play at Boxcars. We got a police escort into the town here. In front of us, we got the fire engine, and we have the local police car as well. Get a load of this.
Yeah,
go up behind them. This is Browne is very happy. Like a little boy. This is the first time we've ever gotten an escort. This is cool, really cool.
God bless the village of Clinton. That's it, hit it, don't be afraid of it. You get a chance to actually play your own style of gig and your own way to play it, where it's a ticketed event where people actually come to see you play. And it's not just your getting your ego off or getting your balls off about it. There's something, that's what the magic is. That's what you want it to be. And to play in front of people who listen to what you're playing, no better feeling. When you stand on a stage for 2 hours playing what you want to play, nothing else matters. Oh, that was fucking fantastic. Thank you very much.
So we had a really good gig tonight. What a great town. The crowd here were just fantastic. We sold an awful lot of merch and CDs. Everyone knows our songs. It's given us a little bit of a lift tonight because we've been struggling. We haven't been able to show, like, you know, our full prowess as a band, as we know we can do, you know. And tonight was a pure.
It was an injection tonight. They want to hear what you're doing. We're not background, and we're not trying to force ourselves on them. And it's a gig. It's what you want.
Being a musician is tough.
Now, there's a lot of people that think that they look at it and they see the whole grandeur. Oh, I love you up there singing my songs. They don't see what goes behind that.
On the road literally means on the road. People don't get that when you're talking about touring. I've been on the road now for 3 years, means I'm on the road for 3 years looking out the window at the road going by.
From one place to the next, to the next, to the next. That's really actually physically demanding.
You always kind of tick the boxes, look after your voice, but you're doing 7 nights a week, and that's only one show a night, not 3 or 4 a day, which is what the boys are doing, you know?
Just with the frustration of the travelling getting in, you know, someone wants to sleep and someone can't sleep and someone hasn't washed and this, that, and just the smallest things can be magnified.
The pursuit of the American dream is similar to the pursuit of the musician's dream. It can be tough out there, and it can be lonely, and you miss home, you miss your family, your support network. So you really seek that connection and that comfort with your audience.
We've walked into bars there where you got your guitar and people going like, who are these jokers? At the end of it, the whole place is rocking.
Our driver, Chad, who's asleep out there now, because he's... No, I'm right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's here. Thank God I didn't call him a wanker.
When someone comes to a Black Donnellys concert, they're all speaking the same language and their borders get broken down and they're unified.
Music doesn't have a colour, music doesn't have a race, music doesn't have any restrictions. It's for everybody, it's free.
The Black Donnellys are inspiring for me. They've been at this a long time, and they're always taking it to the next level.
These guys are infectious with their passion, so it's something that you meet them, you see them perform, and it inspires you.
This life can make you feel like you're in a battle.
You seem to come to a hump, and it's like, okay, we're
leveling off.
We're leveling off.
We were hitting the East Coast of America. The travel times were shorter. We were getting a chance to go to sleep at night time and wake up refreshed the next day.
I only believe this to win. We rise up and never give in. They knock us down, but we'll get up and find the strength that keeps us living.
We were starting to get rid of some CDs and T-shirts, which was helping us along. The GoFundMe was working.
We got money. We can buy gas. Yeah.
There seemed to be a huge injection of positivity. So we're on the border now and we're heading south. So we're at the furthest northern point.
We're touching it.
That we're going to be, and then we're going to head south now. So that bridge over there goes into Canada, right?
Yep. Means you can't come back.
No, not until
the green card comes.
Until the green card comes through.
Because they fly the flag over there, they think what that way, and the way they draw it up. And less than a mile away, we've got this. I'm baffled with that, man. That's ridiculous.
Detroit! Just to win. And we've given up, giving in. There's no disguise, you fix your eyes and destiny repays the courage. Burning soul, burning soul. Fighters, when the lion starts to roar and the shackles of fear can't consume us no more. We are fighters, better than before. We are fighters.
We're doing it. We're doing something that nobody else has ever done. And you've got 6 or 7 other people which have never done it either. We had given everybody time. If they wanted to walk, anyone wanted to go, and everybody stayed.
Everybody stayed.
That's the positive end of it. Humour's great, and drinking helped a lot.
The Grand Ole Opry, most famous place for country music. And well, in the world. There was an energy in there where it hit you straight away.
See, it was like, whoa. And then because listening to all the stuff that people are right, listening to like Bill Monroe and George Jones, right down to, and obviously Hank Williams, like they've all played there. This started radio music. For me, it's absolute jealousy that I want to be playing it. I want to play that place. When you stand on the stage at the Grand Ole Opry, you look out and you go like, oh God, what must it be like to play this place and fill it?
The good thing or the bad thing about us and what we do is that we can be playing in a really, really cool gig in a theatre, sold out, that goes very well, and people are well wishing us all the way. They're buying our CDs and our merch, and you come out of the place feeling 100 foot high. And then you could be playing in a dive bar the following night, you know, and you're looking at each other kind of going, what happened? Where did it all go wrong?
The other stuff, the pub stuff, you're a background to a party, and that's okay. Not knocking it. We've made a living out of it. That's cool. But just to be able to do a gig like that and play your own stuff, that's your dream as a musician.
Well, maybe one day we get the opportunity to play in there. For now, it's been a huge honour. Huge honour.
Back to it, yeah. Let's get back in the van and start playing wagon wheel for somebody else.
Yeah. We have a financial struggle going on. The numbers don't add up.
No.
So we have to do something. A carpet cleaning facility. We really needed that gig. There was $1,000 on it.
And we weren't even sure if that gig was going to count, but we did it anyway.
And not that many people showed up. My God, the hospitality that them people showed us was second to none.
He made a banana pudding or banana bread, didn't he?
Yeah, and all real southern food, and they really, really were excellent people.
I know this is cliche, but it's all about freedom. I mean, even look at us. I mean, we're a carpet cleaning company, and then all of a sudden we have a concert. We have the freedom to do that.
Makes us sound better, folks, when you clap.
Okay.
Hey. That's the thing about the United States. It was founded on immigrants. It was founded on people from everywhere. We're all the same. Everybody should try to get along as much as they can. Most people that come to the United States, to me, they have a drive. Because wherever they were from, they wanted to do better. They thought the United States was a better place to be, and just the drive to get from where they are to where they are now took a lot.
That gig really saved us in that stretch.
Now at 4 o'clock, we officially have our first named storm of the season.
Alberto hitting the Florida Panhandle with wind gusts of up to 59 miles per hour. Governors in Florida, Alabama, and Mississippi declaring states of emergency. 34 million under flood or flash flood watches. Tornadoes a possibility.
Delta has issued a travel waiver for 6 airports.
That's where we're going.
Yeah.
At this stage of the game, we were thinking, okay, we're good to go here. Gigs are working, whatever it is, it's all cool. And then we sat down for breakfast, and then we seen the news.
So we're actually going down that line exactly where this storm is. Mother Nature is a bitch. Every time something went good, something shit would happen.
Can we be in agreement that what we're doing, what we set out to do is a little silly, but we're not going to do anything dangerous?
And then Simon was all, we can't be going there. This, like, oh, shut up, will you? We gotta go do this.
It appears we're in a tornado watch right now in central Alabama until midnight. Still riding down on the eastern front of this storm coming in.
These communities posed an urgent question to America. Could these people of many nations become a part of the American way of life?
We have come because we have heard about the pig.
What every wave of immigration goes through is, how do I stay myself and become something completely new?
Gonna move into the country, gonna eat me lots of peaches.
To set up shop here, set up family, build community here, that's a very difficult thing.
You don't know the culture, you don't know the traditions, you don't know how to get a job, where to look. Everything is different.
They'd be great with beer.
Fucking anything's great with beer.
Yeah, yeah.
When you go to America, you don't know, how you're going to be received, you know?
America is so diverse, terrain-wise, people-wise, cultural-wise.
And they've got alligators. It's like Jurassic Park. We're in Gator World.
What's nice is the positivity you get. The fact that people consistently will kind of try and go, we'll get there, don't worry, it's going to work out, everything's going to be cool.
Take our own people, for example, in Ireland. They could do one thing in this country they couldn't do back 100 years ago. They could be Irish.
That's exactly it. You can do it here.
You couldn't be Irish
at home.
Well, I'm always an Irishman. I'm always going to be an Irishman and living in America. And very proud to be living in America, but I'm an Irishman first.
For 2 years without eating, can you imagine the severe dose of hangry you'd have with that?
America, more than any country, is that amalgamation of all those experiences and ties back to other cultures. It's all this gumbo of all these different things, and that's what makes it amazing.
Understanding of immigrants allows to have a more inclusive world, a more inclusive America, not an America of exclusion.
The entire tour, this one performance was on my mind. I know a lot of you know Kelly and, or at least knew her, and my cousin Kelly, who had passed away, who was actually working in a venue that we were going to play as part of the tour. It was the first time I was going to be there. It was the first time we were going to be performing this song that I wrote for her.
Dave wrote this beautiful song for her. So will you please listen to the song?
Night comes down and time standing still. Shook my world without a compromise. Memories linger until salt water fills up my eyes. And I'll hold you forever. And I'll follow the light that'll shine over me. And I'll hold you forever. My beautiful girl. A mother's love is all I have. Hold you close though we're worlds apart. And now it's time for letting go. We keep you here deep in our hearts. Now they're calling you over. One thing you should know just before that you leave, I'll never be over. So long and Godspeed. Kelly, Kelly, the flame burns deep inside of me. Kelly, Kelly, the tides turn and fought with the sea. And I'll hold you forever. And I'll follow the light that'll shine over me. And I'll hold you forever. My beautiful girl. My beautiful girl. My beautiful girl. My beautiful girl. Sleep well, Kelly. Thank you.
Woo! Round of applause. I don't know how you got through that.
So she worked in Finnegan's.
How old was she?
At that stage, she was about 26, 27. Got in with the wrong bloke and was influenced in some way, and then it seems to be happening to a lot of young people today, where again, drugs, the scourge of drugs is winning. You know.
Yeah, no, a lot of people liked her. She was like,
a lot of people were talking about it tonight.
It was just,
man, that was hard. I felt proud that I'd written the song and that I'd sent it, and I was giving people, you know, something to hang on to, and particularly our mom, you know, because we love her to bits and all that. And, you know what we need?
A boat.
We need a break.
We need a break, yeah.
We need a
I'm
break.
not me fucking heart.
We've done all the groundwork. We've set up everything. We've been all over the world, all over America, all over Europe. The music is there, the songs are there, the musicianship is there. Everything is there. We need a break. We need a little bit of luck now.
That's exactly it.
No, you guys are loaded. They still have shirts, CDs. So anything you can throw a buck or two in that little basket, that will all go to their hotel, their food, getting into the better RV for the last 9 states. Whatever they need.
I'm working on the Guinness World Record tour compliance checklist that I've been doing for every gig so far. And we are basically filling in paperwork based on what we thought they would want. There's still some not clear parameters of what our requirements need to be. And this week, a letter is going from the producers in Vegas to Guinness Book of World Record. From what I understand, the gist is we are going to say, this is what we are doing. Please sign off on this. And sometimes you have a moment where you think, why did this ship set sail before we had a framework? But we're here now, and we're going to finish it.
A dream is one thing, and it's great to dream, but to actually go and do it, and like, it's great planning all the stuff, and we're going to do these 50 states, we're going to do this, then we've got to go this, and we're going to like, fuck, now we have to go and do it.
Hi, this is Simon. I'm the tour manager for a band called the Black Donnellys. We have lost our scheduled gig in Delaware, and obviously we need to cover every state. Minimum 15 minutes. We'll be in and out of your hair. If there's any chance you can throw us a little food or any kind of booking fee, that would be greatly appreciated. But I know beggars can't be choosers. We're basically just looking to cover the state of Delaware.
Wow, look at this place. Holy Jesus.
It's like a cartoon.
It is. In there
like-
is the
it's
man
like-
that's making all the decisions that's affecting anybody. We've always had an idea of what America was, but through this trip and through this tour, we were getting closer to understanding what America was all about.
Actually is, yeah.
We've given a lot to this country, a lot to the build-up of it. We've added to the culture, we've added to the, you know, we've brought everything with us.
It's Irish blood in the veins of this country.
Yeah, well, that's it, for
what's
sure.
running through it.
There's a huge difference in between what they want you to believe and what is actually happening. There's a huge divide there.
But it's surreal looking at that building now, after all what we've done. There's a lots of stuff we want to ask. There's a lot of stuff I'd love to say.
Your journey forward has just started because this is America.
This is our idea of an American dream. To pursue your dream, you've got to work on it. That was our idea. If we keep working at it, then our dream will happen.
You know, to me, it's honestly to be able to do whatever I want with whomever I want without ever having to worry about money. That's the American dream.
Every man, every woman wants to be able to provide their kids with an education. They want to be able to protect them. They want to be able to give them something so that they're successful. To me, that's the American dream.
I didn't just want, oh, I'm gonna have the great house and the car and everything. To me, it was about achieving what I think I was born to do.
You can pretty much still achieve anything in the U.S., although there are increasingly barriers to that.
It takes a lot of drive. You got to know where you want to go before you get there.
How much you put into this country is how much you get out of this country.
How can we not realize what we have and what we have access to, what we can do and what we can become?
Everybody that comes here and works hard and puts their time and their effort into it, they deserve a chance. because this is American, man. This is American.
The thing with an RV, they're not built to carry a band around.
The amount of miles that we did was incomprehensible. We actually travelled the circumference of the earth. I'm not surprised there was bits falling off it and stuff like that. The RV went on fire yesterday. He's driving a dumpster.
Shrouds between the muffler and the propane tank. The welds on that.
That's our RV out there. Recreational vehicle. I don't know why they call it that, because it's shit!
It should be known as an RV, it's a rubbish vehicle.
Yesterday we lost our AC, so we have no cold air.
I just don't have anybody to work on it that soon until Monday next week.
I will go ahead and put you in, that way he knows that you're coming in, okay?
Every day there was like this. I don't
Oil
care.
changes every 4,000 miles. Propane went out. And the laundry, we had to change the sewage, the septic tank.
Yay, 6 a.m. in the morning. Now I get to be up, heading out for an oil change.
It just went on and on
It's
and
like,
on.
every time you do this, it's like, oh, this something. You know what? You're not getting paid to do this, so do it.
Lying on her bed, tries to remember his name. A victim of circumstance, victim of the game, and wears it down. Trying to keep him coming round, and I never understood the books
Valid that shit box, mate.
searching the answers for questions in her head, and things he never said.
We're in Baltimore.
Maryland.
Yes, where the Star Spangled Banner was written. We basically rolled here. We freewheeled it downhill all the way to here.
We're working hand to mouth at the minute, so literally every gig that we go to now, we're depending on the money from that gig to get us to the next gig. Nobody was getting paid.
No.
We'd run out of money, we didn't have the funds to pay people, we didn't have funds for hotels, flights, everything was starting to fall apart.
We're down to sleeping in the RV, about 8 people in the RV.
Yeah.
Like a good immigrant. There's no other, if maybe hindsight and all that bollocks. So now we're going to try and finish it with a smile on our face and no petrol in the tank.
I think we're literally going to get to New York like this.
Oh yeah, on our knees.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we'll probably come up out of the Hudson, you know.
$1. Have $1.
God bless y'all. All the best, man.
There's always people less fortunate than you.
Well, the Declaration of Independence was written. Fantastic. And we were here right at 6 o'clock. I love it.
These give serious amount of hope for all sorts of races and all sorts of people from all sorts of countries. I always wonder, like, with these guys and forefathers, what they would think of America today.
There's such a front put up against immigration now, and yet you have these people waving the American flag, you know, and they're not even from here.
It's like they're holding up we don't even have a $100 bill to hold up. I mean, the land of opportunity, I'm gonna rob that $100 bill.
We're getting educated as we're going along here. These moments in time, these historical events, buildings, places, that's given us, you know, a good idea of what America is built on. An interesting contrast between what was then to what is now. Rocky Balboa going 12 rounds up against all the adversities. It's the same as us doing this world record tour.
He didn't do it in RV.
He didn't do it in an RV, no.
We're in more pain than he ever was.
If anybody was to be looking from the outside and seeing what was happening to us, they'd say we'd never get there. But hopefully we'll prove them wrong, you know?
If we get knocked out by a technicality because we didn't fill a sheet in or didn't some, we know we've played 50 states, we know we've done 60 gigs, and we know we've done it in 40 days.
It's about the experience. It's about the learning along the road. It's about the meeting of the people. If we don't get the certificate, you know, so be it.
We have set the record, and for someone to break that, break our record. Do it.
Fills my day with love and laughter. Now the dreams come true. What might have been had I not found her? I'm really glad. Best days I've ever had. Baby, I'm really glad you made it soon.
This guy, he says, I work at a campsite up the road here. If you want, we can hook you guys up and you can stay here for a night or two, if needs be.
I don't remember any of that. I arrived at a campsite and what are we doing here?
Okay, so we're making a s'more.
Browne needs to do it.
Hit me, man. What do you do here? Just heat it up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just put the sack on the fire.
Put this one on top.
On top,
Wait,
squeeze it, pull. So this is the first time I have a s'more.
Welcome to America.
Oh, Mom.
Probably just
Oh, that's a surprise, but it's lovely.
Oh, come on! Why are we only doing this now? You're in another country, you're in America, and you see, oh, this is what they do. This is what American people do when they camp.
The spontaneity just gets me.
Our band is shit. Our band is shit.
I'm driving tomorrow 5 hours. In 6 hours.
I need another bit.
So, I mean, I'm gonna be fine.
More wine. You didn't see me. I'm the biggest man here. I didn't see you. I'm wearing a funny hat and I weigh about 260 pounds. He must be drunk. I cannot believe.
I can't believe the fucking red wine's gone. Where's that little bollocks? There he is there, look. Drank all the red wine.
No?
No?
Finished it.
My first recollection of music was sitting in the taxi listening to ELO all over the world, which still to this day has probably got to be my most favorite song in the world. And then I used to get so wrapped up in the song that I'd take a hairbrush and I'd be singing into the mirror, I'd be miming, and I'd get that enthralled in the song, I'd actually start crying. That's as true as God.
I got into it because you can get women playing guitar. It's very simple. No, I got into it. Steve, my brother used to have a. He was obviously 4 years older than me. He used to start bringing stuff home, and I heard Tin Lizzy and I heard Gary Moore playing, and I heard the noise of a guitar, and I was like, oh, that's just the business. My brother brought me then to see Tin Lizzy, and 2 weeks later I seen AC/DC, and I was like, that's what I want to do. It's the noise that when you're doing this stuff. That still kills me. Nothing else. It's just being able to do all that. So that's what got me into music, was playing guitar. And till this day, I'm still loving and trying to learn how to do that.
Get a rhythm, is what they're saying. Try to write a catchy song while reinventing yourself. slowly come around.
So Friday, we get to go home after 35 days on the road. I'm really looking forward to that, I have to say, because it's been fantastic and it's been great, but it's been shit as well.
Well, here we are in Boston, which is a major stronghold for the Irish, just mainly because it's one of the major ports that the Irish came into.
Ireland was ruled by England for 800 years. We rebelled against them. They tried to exterminate us. They attempted genocide.
The famine has its own stories. Everyone knows that there wasn't really a famine. We weren't allowed fish. We weren't allowed to have our own grain and all that sort of stuff.
They wouldn't let us grow crops. They wouldn't let us be educated. You know, all the ideas of the hedge schools, we had to do it in secret, teach ourselves.
They come from a place where they were denied so much that they really want to fully get that benefit of the American dream.
There's this dream about America where you can come here and you can literally be anything that you dream of being or hope to be.
It was very sad to have to leave your own country so you could actually just live.
Millions of Europeans left their homelands to settle in new countries across the seas. Almost 2/3 of them came to the United States.
There was a mass exodus in the mid-1800s when the famine hit Ireland, and over 2 million people left the country.
When America got its freedom from England, it had a great attraction for Irish people.
A lot of people obviously headed for the States, across in the coffin ships. It took 6 to 12 weeks. You'd have to beat typhoid and tuberculosis along the way. When they left Ireland and they got to the East Coast, they weren't the East Coast of America, they weren't welcome. It goes to show you how resilient the Irish people were, because they dug in and they were massively influential, particularly in the build-up of the fabric of society.
The Irish started in jobs like firefighters and police officers, jobs that other people didn't necessarily want to do, and they worked their way up into politics and you know, became prominent figures, you know, a large part of the East Coast.
Building this place, making it work, and being part of America. Like, they don't claim just to be totally Irish, they claim to be Irish American. And and they make it this country better. And here's a brilliant sculpture.
Augustus St. Gaudens from Dublin.
His mother was Irish and his father's French.
This is a great example as to what Irish immigrants added or contributed to America.
It's amazing, like, you think we travelled across the country in an RV and we were moaning about it and doing it in what, whatever we did. These people carried in ships.
And so many people died at sea. One of the John Boyle O'Reilly, one of the great writers, said that the Atlantic Ocean was a bowl of tears. So it must have been absolutely horrendous to deal with. And not only that, but they'd come from hell, and then they come over here and still going through hell.
It's amazing when you read that still hurts today.
Yeah.
Still hurts. Somebody says to you, oh, so why should you go, why should America let you in? Why should, like, have a fucking look, man, read a history book. The sculpture is how we left it. And how we toured and toured and toured, and this is what this is where we are now.
So we're heading to New York tomorrow. This would be a nightmare to be driving around in New York with. So we're getting rid of it. Chad's driving it back. It's travelled for many miles, 14,000 miles, thereabouts.
It's 40,000 miles and Chad drove 16,000.
It's been a good servant. Would I travel in one again? I don't know.
Well, we know the brakes work. I thought the cooking was great, the dinners were lovely.
Yeah, we didn't use this once. We never thought we were going to get there, to be honest with you. We didn't think we were going to do it, you know? There's been so many unplanned happenings and turns and crannies, and yeah, there's been a lot of emotion here as well, you know, changing as we've been going along. And it's nice to get to the end of it. It definitely is, you know. Let's get rid of this bitch and roll out. When we're letting it go, a very poignant thing happened. Our driver was holding on to it, and then just before we were about to let it go, he slices his whole finger, you know? And at that moment, I went, you know what? This thing is fucking possessed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whoa!
Don't say it.
Yeah!
Don't touch it. No, I just barely felt it.
for all the failings of it, it still kept going. I mean, we can say what we like about it, but it got us through and it got us there, you know?
Bye. Just saying it's
This world I'm in drags me down again. I'm changing, I'm turning, I'm changing. Blows me down again. Can't remember when there was a day wasn't raining, but it's who we are.
So here we are, folks, heading into New York. One way, straight into Grand Central Station.
And there she is there.
And it's just pulling in right now.
Our chariot has arrived.
This is our final state, our final city, and really excited.
Today is the day we break the world record.
Yes, he doesn't want anyone to know about her brand new friend. She went on it, I'll be the child, blows me down again. Walls are closing in.
And we were doing a Facebook Live thing, and I just went, well, folks, we're here. Here we are. We made it to Grand Central Station in New York City. This is our 50th state. This is the end of our journey. I love this city. It's fantastic. Look forward to playing here.
But it's who we are, who we'll be. Time will sort it out, yeah, and down. Talk to me, tell me what it's all about. Yes, he doesn't want anyone to know about her brand new friend. She went on it, I'll be the child, I'll be the child.
McSorley's is the oldest continuously operating bar in New York City. It's always been owned by an Irishman. Same establishment, same spot, 164 years.
A landmark for every Irish person has ever gone there. Cool, cool, cool place.
They treated us really, really nicely there as well.
Come in here, you've never seen this before, and it's like you're opened up and everyone's done.
That's how this place is like a revolving door. The amount of people from all over. We half the time you don't even know who's in here sometimes.
This is where you used to come to get a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, you meet everybody here. Us and the Clancy Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah, we're the only two bands I've ever played in.
We knew at that stage we were killing the record. This is amazing. This is a piece of the old sod at home. You bring it over here and you have it as a tribute to our famine, what we went through, our people went through.
The biggest thing that anybody can do is to take a plunge into the unknown.
In Ireland, I think, anyway, you put 100% in, you might get 2% out. You put 100% in America, you have a chance of getting more out of it.
When you come to America, you literally have the ability to pull yourself out of poverty, get an education, and do anything you want.
America gave me the opportunity for me to believe that I can do what I want to do in this country, and I've done that.
I started as a dishwasher when I was 14 years old when I came here.
You know, we're really not taking anything away. We're doing the best we can to make it a great country because this is our home. This is where we live.
And you can be what you want to be here. You can fly our flag. You can sing our songs.
If you're willing to do the work, there's definitely you can do anything you want in this country.
You can be nothing one day and be a total hero the next day.
The possibilities are endless.
I've seen the lights on Broadway. I've seen it all. When running, when she called me inside the car, like Uncle Sam says.
Everybody's idea of America is Times Square, is the decadence, the over-excess, you can have anything you want, the possibilities, the opportunities. Realistically, it's only a small part of it because America's a huge place and it's really, really diverse. And we've been through all the states and all the rest of it, and it's just not, it's not what you see.
I felt so alone.
We bounced back, we made it, we got here, only because everybody gave a little bit of skin for this, People could have just easily have walked away, but they didn't because they wanted to see it to the end, and nobody wanted to be the one that was going to break the tour.
Yeah. Just up the road is Albert Lee is playing. And then you've got the Tonight Show, the Culver Show, you've got NBC, Wicked is playing.
Black Donnellys just played the
Black
Opry.
Donnellys just played the Opry. Just throw that in.
Yeah.
And what Black Donnellys play today?
They did, yeah.
Where did they play?
In the Opry.
Oh, great.
Yeah. We'd had all our states done, but we didn't have enough gigs. So we needed every single gig from that point onwards. So the Iridium gig was really important.
But we didn't know we got the gig like 23 minutes beforehand.
Yeah.
And I woke up.
We were asleep in the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
And
I had like a burst of mattress when I woke up.
We were getting ready, and we were doing a gig at the Mean Fiddler. And he goes, uh-oh. I said, what's wrong? He goes, we're on stage in 20 minutes. I said, you're joking me, right? And it was like that, you know, the Waffles ad. Diddly. So it was like, oh. Have you ever been in New York City and had to get anywhere quick? Not gonna happen.
Someone says America, this is the symbol.
This would have been the first thing that they would have seen as they came in, and the first realization this was their freedom.
They've made it.
But little did they know, only the troubles were only beginning.
Heartache was only beginning, which we'll discover on Ellis Island.
It's a game I don't like to play.
To get over here, you would want to be fairly desperate. 2 million people left Ireland. 2 million.
I remember the feelings I had as a kid.
5,000 people along with you. Then you're standing in line for at least 14 hours. Then they tell you you've got typhoid or some sort of disease. And now we're putting you in quarantine.
I hope that things will get better, better. Go and cry, baby, cry, 'cause there's nobody hurting you now.
Coming to America, going through the immigration system, jumping through all the hoops and all the rest of it. And it's as hard today as it was back then. You think things would have moved on, you know? The lessons of the Irish famine need to be constantly learned and applied until history finally ceases to repeat itself.
Go and cry.
Here we are on our last gig.
The iconic Arlene's Grocery.
We're here, we're alive, and we're all still together, and we've made the gig, right? So, no matter who the fuck is out there, we've done it.
It's just such a feel-good ending to it all. It seems like it's been a long time away when you mention the 5 weeks, but to us it's been a blimp. It's been like a. I haven't ever experienced that in this quick and this fast and this condensed and this surreal.
A venue in New York, play it, and have the place full. A lot of people came that we hadn't seen in a long time. People who live in New York. It was a great, satisfying moment.
Jesus, it's warm in here.
Holy moly!
So that just about covers the 15 minutes as stipulated by the Guinness Book of Records, just to... we just broke the world record!
The moment of breaking a world record, and especially this world record, because this is the hardest, the actual idea that you've done it, and when you look back at the map and see all the stuff that you've done, we now are the only people in the whole world that have done this.
To measure success is really difficult. It's a very personal thing. And it's really great when you actually realise a dream.
We were so close to the edge of failing this and
we were past
stopping
the
it.
edge, man.
Yeah, we
hanging on
got
by-
way beyond. We were hanging on by our fingernails.
We were hanging on by somebody else. We were that
And
far
it's
down.
unbelievable. This whole thing. It's as if it was meant to happen. We're dedicating this song to everyone who has made their home, number one, in America, and secondly, for anybody else that has been away from home for a long period of time. Well, it's great to go out into the world and broaden your horizons, but when you try to get back home, you come back home, when life moves on, you don't feel like you're at home when you get back. And you don't feel at home when you're abroad because you're away from home. So you're left swinging in limbo, a dilemma. You're swinging in limbo, you don't know where you belong. Thank God we have alcohol. This way home, folks. Hope you like this. Somewhere in here, my heart holds the time for those passing years. In all of its glory and all my fears, fighting no ending and no frontiers. We learned a lot about the United States, a lot about the people, how welcoming and how friendly and how nice people are. We didn't see the media spun kind of America.
Just people. They're just doing the same thing that we do, that what they like doing. They want to work, they want to drink, they want to have good times, they want to get paid, and then just be themselves.
This is my home, and I've been away for far too long from my home. Coming back now, the bad feeling's gone from my home, where the love is, in my home again.
The idea of this is my home is this perfect balance of I've brought what is dear to me to this new country, and I'm forging a new place that is home for the next generation to come, my kids, their kids.
America is the ultimate immigrant country. We're all immigrants here in the United States, whether we've been here for 4 generations like myself, or whether we're just coming over now. This country was built on immigration.
If you ask the average person in the United States what their heritage is, most don't understand, most have no idea. But it's such a melting pot. We all have everything in us.
The melting pot is actually in America. It's no country in the world that has had more influence from everywhere around the world than America.
We come to this country because it's the only country in the world where you can really pursue anything you could ever have dreamed of.
I think the opportunities here are just, you can't find anywhere else in the world.
This tour is about, this is my home. This is how difficult it is to assimilate in a different culture.
These guys coming over here and playing the music that they do from the country that they're from, when you get a chance to sit and talk to somebody from another country, you learn that there's not that big a difference between us.
America in itself is a country of inclusion. Everybody knows where they come from, but we all understand where we belong.
Just got this from my daughter, my wife just sent to me. Having a family now, it's a killer. Because I mean, when you're doing the shit that I done and the rock and roll stuff, and you did it for yourself. But now something like this is like you're doing it for your family, and you're doing it, and it's an amazing moment. I mean, she's American, this kid. I mean, she's grown up in 4 or 5 weeks. How long we've been away for, and she's putting sentences together like. There you go. Oh, I can't wait to see her tomorrow, man.
This is my home, and I've been away for far too long from my home. Coming back now, the bad feeling's gone from my home, where the love is, in my home again.
Hello? Hold on. Everybody, my green card just arrived. I'm so filled with emotion and happiness right now because of this great news. I want to step closer to being a citizen and a part of America. And I got a phone call from my wife saying that the green card had arrived. It's a fantastic moment that I will never, ever forget.
I'm so happy. So happy.
Thanks, man.
The dream is still alive. It is. I know it's got bashed around and kicked and stood on and been put in a safe, but it's still there. If you want to go and look for it, you'll find it.
This is my home, and I've been away for far too long.
It's a land of opportunity. It really is, and it still is. And I'm more filled with that now than I was when I started. The dream is, to me, is being able to be happy in what you're doing every day.
This is my home, and I've been away for far too long from my home. Coming back now, the bad feeling's gone from my home, where the love is in my home again. This is my home, and I've been away for far too long from my home. Coming back now, the bad feeling's gone from my home, where the love is in my home again. And here I'll stay for the rest of my days. This is my home. Set this world on fire, and I can't deny this feeling.
And now for something a little different.
Well, how y'all doing?
How y'all doing? Those Indians over there. I'm gonna get thrown out of this shop.
It's gone like dust in the wind. Somewhere.
Was it 35 days? 50 states? Even over to little Hawaii? It was fantastic, it really was, but you know, I don't want them in America anymore. I really don't. And you know why? You know very well why. You know, you chose Mandalay over Trump. You decided to go, what is it, west of the Strip? You went west of the Strip when you could have went east, okay? Very bad, not good. No green card for you. No green card for the 2 days. It's very upsetting.
The American dream, right? Is absolutely you've got an Irish bar called a Dubliner, right? You've got your Mexicans and your hot dogs. And then you've got... There's your American dream right there.
My friend, seen you again with a cup in your hand and the face of a man. As you lie in your street with holes in your feet, with a 20 in mind, all thrown into 9 as they pass you by with fear in their eyes, pretending they don't even see you. We don't care, there's love everywhere, not a drop for the ones in the shadows.